おはよう。いやー、疲れたね。
Yo, Bappa been steady. It's me, Cheeky, and yeah, it's a different type of video. I don't know why. I stumbled across this website. It's a Would You Rather website, and I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting. So I was like, let me just make a YouTube video on it. Why not? I don't know how long it would be, but I'm just kind of curious on the Would You Rathers. So to get started. Would you rather have all your dreams granted but have a 10% chance of instant death? Or would you rather be forever cursed with very mild inconveniences? This isn't really a choice because I think just living in general, you are cursed with very mild inconveniences. Like, I don't know, you move and you spill your drink, that's a mild inconvenience. You start itching, it's a mild inconvenience. Honestly, anything that bothers you throughout a day or just doesn't go your way is a very mild inconvenience. So being cursed with very mild inconveniences doesn't really make any sense. Like, I don't know. It's basically like, would you live an ordinary life, or would you gamble it all to have, your dreams granted, but you have a 10% chance of dying? Which, honestly, I would choose this one. 10% is a low chance. Sure, it's 1 in 10, or, 1 in 10, or 10 in 100, or whatever the hell, but I don't know. Like, this is a one-time thing. I feel like I'm pretty lucky. 90% chance that all my dreams get granted. Like, yeah, I'm picking that. 24% choose to live a normal life. That doesn't make sense to me. Alright. Would you rather become a stranger's puppet for a day? Or be locked in a small room for a day with only water? It depends on how small the room is. Like, if it's, really tiny and cramped, honestly I think I'd rather just be a puppet for a day. I don't know, I'm kind of claustrophobic and that would be really boring. But to be fair, the stranger could be a weirdo or make you do insane things, but I don't know. I feel like a day is not long enough for them to start experimenting with the average person. So, I'm gonna be a stranger's puppet for a day. People would rather be locked in a small room? That's so crazy to me. Would you rather spend a year living in a submarine or spend a year living in a space station? Okay, I don't like either of these, because this one, you're underwater, and I'm not a fan of water. And this one, you're in a space station and anything can happen in space. I feel like it's safer to live in a space station than to live in a submarine. I don't know why. That's very weird. I don't know. Space station. 75%. Okay. Would I rather be not cool but smart? Or be cool, but also be dumb? Well, I feel like this is just anyone who's celebrated in society. I don't know. Be cool but be dumb, or be not cool but smart. But what does this mean? Is it not cool as in like I'm an asshole not cool, or is it not cool like people just not that interested in me? Because if it's just people's not that interested in me, then honestly be not cool but smart is the way to go, because who the hell cares? But like if it's like asshole, then like that's also kind of like me in general, so like I don't know. I'm gonna pick be not cool but smart. Alright. Would you rather never have to wait for anything, or never have to work for anything? Doesn't this contradict itself? Like, what does this mean, never have to wait for anything? Because, like, if I never have to wait for anything, then I would never have to wait to get to that position in life where I don't have to work anymore. So basically, I would never have to wait for retirement. Like, if it's quite literal, like, what does this mean? Free delivery, instant delivery. I don't know. This is kind of weird. Whatever you want to happen happens right now. And then this, you just don't have to do anything. I don't know. Both of these are really boring. Not gonna lie. If whatever you want happens instantaneously, that's kind of just boring as fuck. And then if you never have to do anything, but you have everything, like, that's also boring. Like, this is... I don't know. I like the idea that I can just make myself work, though. So I'm gonna choose this one. But 63%? Okay. Would you rather never be able to watch movies, or never be able to read books? What classifies as a book, though? Like, if I have a text, like a piece of paper, like one singular piece of paper, does that count as a book? So theoretically speaking, if someone printed out each piece or each page of a book, but didn't, you know, compile it into a book, you theoretically could read books, right? Unless, like, it doesn't say not able to read, it just says not able to read books, so, like, you can get around that. It's kind of like the same way how if you watch clips of movies, like, you're not really watching the movie, but you can watch the movie in clip form. But, like, I don't watch movies. I mean, I don't watch movies, but I would rather watch a movie. Like, I feel more like I'll be more inconvenienced by having to watch several clips to understand a movie than to read several pages to, like, I don't know. Like, I would definitely be more inconvenienced by the movie thing. So, like, I would never be able to read the books. Like, I don't know. I don't really read books like that often. So, yeah. Would you ever... You're accused of being a criminal, but your family / loved one is the criminal? Oh god, that would piss me off. Your family / loved ones is accused of being criminals, but you're the criminal? I'm assuming we go to jail. Or prison, or whatever. Like, you get convicted. Oh, God. Both of these are equally bad. But this one is more, like, guilt and, like, more selfish. Like, would you live with the guilt? I don't know. I feel like this depends. Like, this highly... Like, I don't know. That sounds mean. But this, like, highly depends on who it is. Wait, or is it like all of them? Like all my family and loved ones are... That would be so suspicious though, if that was the case. I don't know. That's crazy. It doesn't even have to be family though. It could be friends, because loved ones doesn't have... Honestly? Dude, oh, that's so bad. This one's actually pretty bad. Like, I would be so mad in this reality. But, like, I would also be, like, so guilty in this one. Like, I don't think I can handle that. Honestly, I think I'd be the criminal. Or be the fake criminal, whatever the hell. Okay, would you rather teleport, but every time you do, you slowly lose your eyesight? or have super speed, but you have to eat 25,000 calories a day to maintain it? Okay, let's just do some math right here. Pop, eyes, chicken, sandwich, calories. 700 calories in a... What? Wait, that can't be right. 500... Are you shitting me? 500? I eat 10 of these bad boys. And I'm only at... What is that? 5,000? Something? Maybe 6,000? Hell no. That's so much food. That is so much fucking food. But you can eat it super fast, though. Like... But would you be, like, full all the time? Oh, God. If you were full all the time, I don't know about that. Teleport, but every time you do so, you slowly lose your eyesight? I want to know how much I would lose. Like, is it noticeable? Like, if it's, like, noticeable, where, like, I teleport and I definitely could just tell that I am not seeing as well. Bars. Yeah, I don't think I would do that, honestly. Yeah, I'll probably just have super speed, because then I'll just eat the food super fast. And then if I get fat, I mean, I'm burning off. Would you rather be famous when you are alive and forgotten when you die? Or be unknown when you are alive but famous after you die? There's a lot of cool stuff you could do if you're famous, but that would be really annoying. Like, this is basically just, like, if there's nothing after, you know, life, it really doesn't matter. Like, I'm not, like, I don't really care about legacy. Like, I really don't, which sounds crazy. But, like, that's such a stupid thing to care about. Like, I'm not gonna be there. So, like, why would it matter? Like, I'm not affected by that. Sure, some people don't want to be forgotten, but, like, I feel like it's more tragic to be forgotten when you're alive and able to experience it. Because you're, like, quite literally, Jesus, you're quite literally there, and it's like people are ignoring you or just don't care. Like, that's so much more sad than if you died and then people moved on or just didn't care anymore. Like, that doesn't affect you at all. So, like, this kind of appeals to me, but, like, this kind of doesn't really matter. It's just basically, would you want to live a famous life or live a not famous life? But you can be famous in, I don't know, it's kind of stupid. And then there's also the weirdos that come with being famous. So, like, yeah, honestly, be unknown and then be famous after. Alright. Give up your smartphone for a year. Give up on eating out for a year. Can I still get fast food? Because if I can still go to a fast food place and bring the food home and eat it, and that still counts as eating at home, then this doesn't affect me at all. Can I still get delivery food? Like, if I'm at home and I, you know, DoorDash some food to me, does that count as eating out even though I'm at home? Or does that mean I have to make everything? Even if I do have to make everything, that's just like instant food for a year or something. But that doesn't, I don't know. I don't see how eating instant food is that much different from eating like fast food. So, like, giving up on eating out for like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Give up your smartphone for a year? This would be easy in theory, but, like, you need your phone for, like, so many little things that this would possibly be really annoying. Like, sure, the obvious, I wouldn't be able to call anyone or text anyone or whatnot, but it just says your smartphone. I could use my computer to, like, you know, use Discord or, like, you know, I could use my PlayStation to talk to people. It doesn't really say anything like that. It just says smartphone. So, like, basically anything that only I use my phone for, which I guess would be a phone call, but, like, I guess I'll just resort to emails. So, like, it's not the end of the world, per se. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, what is the phone like super important for? Like, a lot of things that you do on your phone, you can do on your computer. Like, there isn't that much that you need your smartphone for. I guess if it was gone for a year, like all the two-factor stuff that I have would literally be unusable, so that would kind of be annoying. Honestly, give up the smartphone. It sounds like way easier the more I'm thinking about it. Would I rather have a gaming laptop or a gaming PC? Come on, that's not even a question. The PC is more powerful. Sure, it's not portable, but like, who cares? Like, I like staying at home anyway, so like, I don't know. Also, some computers are like kind of compact in a way. Like, if I took my computer, you can't really see it, but like, if I took my computer, I could fit this in like a duffel bag or in a backpack even. Like, it's not that large of a computer. So like, the portability thing is kind of becoming a thing of the past, at least in my opinion. So like, gaming PC, like, come on now. Why would you want a gaming laptop unless you just travel constantly? Become the king or queen of the United Kingdom, or become the president of the United States. Become the president of the United States. I mean, both is kind of like weird or stressful. That like I'd rather, like, I'm more familiar with the United States than I am the UK. Sure, they don't have that much power in the UK, so you're kind of more extravagant than, you know, being the president. But like, I don't know. Relive any day from your past exactly as it happened? Change one decision from your past without knowing the outcome. I'll change one decision from my past and not know the outcome. I don't need to relive any day because that's what memories are for. But changing one decision without knowing the outcome, I'd probably use this on one of the various many people that I've messed up and said like something I didn't mean to say or something I now regret saying. Because even though I don't talk to many of these people anymore, I feel like at the very least I can change that one thing from happening. So like they don't have to be inconvenienced or bothered or, you know, or potentially upset by something that I did. So yeah, change one decision from my past without knowing the outcome, because it's not like I'm gonna run into them, so I wouldn't know the outcome anyways. Like, I don't know if it bothers them now, but I would rather just, you know, go change it. So whatever. Have a self-cleaning house or a self-driving car? I love cleaning, so that's out of the question. And I currently don't drive and in the process of learning it. So I would rather have a self-driving car because, like, then you would never have to drive ever again, but you can just get into the car and then it will go take you somewhere. Like, that's so much more convenient than a self-cleaning house. Why would 85% of people want that? Does that make people really not like cleaning? Be in your favorite video game or be in my favorite show? Well, if I was in my favorite show, I'd probably die. Yeah, I would most likely die. My favorite show, by the way, is Supernatural. So, like, if I was on any of the, universes that, got destroyed, I would probably be dead. Sure, at the end, they brought back everyone, but there's so much stuff that could kill you in that universe that, like, yeah, I'd probably die. Favorite video game? My favorite video game of all time is The Binding of Isaac. I don't know if I would want to be in that world either. Honestly, Supernatural. Yeah, I'd rather be in Supernatural. 50-50. That's crazy. Have a home gym or have a home cinema. A home cinema is so much cooler. Like, you can just, like, bring friends over. That'll be the ultimate hangout. You can literally sit there, watch literally anything. That's so cool. Home gym is kind of mid. 50-50 on that too. Have a bad body odor or have bad breath. If you have bad breath, you can wear a mask, a face mask all the time to cover it up. Sure, you sound muffled, but that's one way to combat it so no one would smell it when you're talking. If you have bad body odor, there's like almost little to nothing you can do about that. Unless you just don't interact with people. But you're going to have to, so I would rather wear a mask all the time. So yeah, have bad breath. And then after a while, you probably get used to it. So like, you probably won't taste it. But yeah. Always have to travel by train? Or always have to travel by bus? I mean, this depends on where you live at. Since I live in, you know, United States, the trains here are kind of weird. I don't like either of these options. I never rode a train, by the way. So, yeah, I don't know. Bus, I guess. Okay. Visit any fictional world of your choice. Bring one fictional character into the real world. Wait. If I bring the fictional character to the world, do they have their abilities? Or do they get nerfed to our reality? Also, this just says visit, so does this imply that I have to go back to the real world? Which I feel like if I do have to go back to the real world, this isn't a balance would you rather. I feel like this should be like, go to any fictional world of your choice, or bring any fictional character into the real world. Because, like, this is so unbalanced if it's just visiting. Like, I wouldn't want to visit anything. Like, I would think about that for the rest of my life. Like, I don't know. That's kind of weird. But bringing one fictional character into the world could, like, change so much. Like, oh my god. Like, if I bring Jack from Supernatural into the world, who's, like, quite literally God, he's a... And from what I've seen, at least, he's a good god. He makes good things for the world. Like, that guy could literally change, like, everything for the better. I could literally ruin the world with this. Or make the... Like, I don't know. There's so much you can do with this versus the other one. Like, I don't know. Definitely bring a fictional character. Why would you want to visit a fictional world? I don't get it. Win an Olympic medal. Or win an Academy Award. Winning an Olympic medal is so much cooler than winning an Academy Award. Dude, winning an Olympic medal is so much cooler. Like, you can flex that you beat, like, everyone. That's crazy. Have the power to do whatever you want without getting in trouble. Be able to change the probability of any outcome. If it's the probability of any outcome, dude, that is such a broken ability. Like, you could literally do like anything. I can jump off a building and I can change the probability of me like being perfectly fine to like basically being guaranteed. So like literally quite literally everything possible would occur, so I am fine. Assuming that there is a chance that could happen. If you do something that's like 100% guaranteed, like it's certain, I don't think you could change that because there's no probability involved with that. But there's a probability involved with everything. Like you could literally just you can live the longest life ever. You can live the healthiest life ever. This might have some weird implications. And it might get to your head. But so would this, if you, like, have no consequence. But you could also have no consequence with the probability. Like, you could, you know, do a crime and make it so the probability that you get an incompetent judge or incompetent prosecutors that fuck up the trial and basically get your case thrown out of the court, you can make that like guaranteed to happen. So you basically would have the power to do whatever you want without getting in trouble. So like, I don't know, the probability thing is crazy. Also, it says change the probability of any outcome. It doesn't even have to be your own outcomes. That means you can change the probability of anyone's life. Which, I don't know, that's kind of weird. It's like playing God, but like, this, you'd only control yourself. Because you're like, sure, you can do whatever, and you would never get in trouble. I feel like, I don't know. This is way more interesting. I feel like people who pick this focus way too hard on the without getting in trouble part. Like, I feel like the people who pick this are weirdos. I don't know. I'm picking the probability, though. 56%. 44%? Y'all are fucking weirdos. Have every thought you ever have appear in real-time captions above your head. Oh, God, that sounds terrible. Or never be able to share your honest thoughts with anyone. So, like, what you actually think? So you just lie to people? I would like to live life, so, like, I don't think I would want to have my thoughts pop up above my head. Yeah. Also, if I think of an image, does the image pop up above my head? I don't know. I feel like you can get a lot of money from this. But if you're not that... I don't know. Nah. Never be able to... Yeah. Why the hell would I want that? 62% agrees with me. Thank you. Have infinite knowledge or be omnipotent. Knowledge is just knowing things. You don't know how... Like you can have knowledge of stuff, but then don't know how to apply it. But then, if you have knowledge, you would have knowledge of how to apply it. This extends to as far as what we can know of anything. So this would probably drive you crazy. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't want to be omnipotent though, so like, yeah, infinite knowledge. Spend a week in a futuristic city with advanced technology, or spend a week in an ancient civilization with historical significance. Why would I want to go back to an ancient civilization where most of them are barbaric or just do crazy, obscene things? In a futuristic city, I could only hope that through, like, time and everything, that we somehow have a better reality. Like, I could only hope so. So, like, I would rather be in the futuristic city. And, like, who knows? Maybe their advanced technology can, like, fix some shit in my body. Like, I don't know. Maybe I get to keep some of the stuff. It doesn't say just to spend a week there. That would be so cool compared to going to an ancient civilization. I'd probably die in that week. They probably have technology to understand me, too. So, like, why would I want to go to an ancient civilization where I wouldn't be able to communicate with them? Go without shampoo for the rest of your life? Or go without a comb or brush for the... Dude, I don't comb and brush my hair anyways. Like, I know that sounds disgusting, but I just don't. I can go bald for the rest of my life. I don't care. I can shave my head. Like, what? This is so much easier than going without shampoo. 34% shampoo without shampoo. Okay, be stranded on a deserted island alone, or be stranded on a deserted island with someone you hate. This would just drive you crazy. I'd rather someone you hate. Like, come on, bro, grow up. Always feel happy but act angry. Always feel angry but act happy. I'd rather always feel happy but act angry. I don't like feeling angry. I do like feeling genuinely happy, though. And sure, I'd act angry, but it's only an act. Who cares? I can manage that much better than the other one. Be a famous inventor, or be a famous writer. Famous writer. I have no, like, inquiries. Or what? I have no, words. Lick the inside of a stranger's ear. Lick a stranger's armpit. It's a stranger. Best case scenario, it's a good looking person. They're chill. They understand. Worst case scenario, it's someone who hasn't washed in like years. Decades even. It's the hairiest motherfucker you've ever seen. I don't know about that one. That's why I don't think I want to choose the armpit. But then, it says inside a stranger's ear. Best case scenario, you get someone who cleans their ear on the daily. Worst case scenario, you get someone who hasn't cleaned their ear ever and have like ear infections. Oh god, both of these are bad. This shit can be so sweaty too. Like, oh man. I think the armpit has a higher chance of being pleasant than the ear. Randomly time travel plus 20 years or minus 20 years every time I fart. Okay. Okay. Teleport to a different place on Earth every time you sneeze. Land, not water. There's so many ways this could end up terrible. Like, there's so many unsafe places in the world. But then again, if you randomly time travel 20 years, what happens if I pass gas and I time travel to a point where, like, there's a wall where I'm standing? That's gonna kill me instantly. So, 20 years is a long time. I fart more than I sneeze. I would believe so. So I would not teleport. I would time travel way more than I would teleport. Which means I would have to experience this more than this. Also, it's random. I could fart like 6 times in a row and be like 120 years into the future. Or the past. Also, look at my skin, bro. Like, if I teleport, like, 300 years in the past based off of bad luck, I'm cooked. So, like, I think I would like to... Yeah, different place. Be any bird or be any object. Why would I want to be any object? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe I could be the chair that Nicki Minaj sits on. That's crazy. I'm joking, by the way. I do not want to be that. Be any bird. Like, why would I want to be something... Like, I wouldn't even understand that I'm alive. Because I'm not alive. Have a limited wardrobe of high-quality clothes? Or have an extensive wardrobe of average-quality clothes? If this is just, like, 12 items, sure, I don't care. I would rather have 12 items than a bunch of clothes. Like, who cares? Fart in public or burp in public? Burping in public, I feel like, is more accepted than farting in public. People just look at you strange, but, like, you can just, you know, feign that, like, you had a drink or something. Where you fart in public, I feel like this is infinitely more embarrassing. I'd rather burp in public. Be able to predict the actions of others, or be able to influence the actions of others. This... I wonder how far this extends. Like, is it like an in-the-moment thing? I can predict what people's going to say and do? That would be really, like, kind of annoying. Being able to influence it would be much more fun. Because then you can see how shit plays out once you influence it. If anything bad happens, though, you probably feel really guilty, but, like, I don't want to predict everything that would happen. That would be so boring. Okay, people agree with me. Have a designated parking spot at the front of every parking spot. Never have to wait in line again. I actually like waiting in lines. This is a weird, fun fact, but, like, I actually like waiting in line, so a designated parking spot. Ever be able to eat your favorite food? Eat only your favorite food for the rest of your life. My favorite food is kind of like pizza, so like, only my favorite food. Theoretically, you can cheat with pizza, as anything can be kind of a topping for pizza. As long as it's like, you know, able to sit on the pizza and you can just like eat it normally, I would assume. So like, you can kind of cheat with that. But I can go the rest of my life without pizza. It would suck, but yeah, there's so much other foods that exist. I don't think it would matter too much. Have the ability to become invisible, or have the ability to read minds? If read minds, yeah. If I can activate it and turn it off, that would be pretty cool. If it's just permanently on, like that one guy from Code Geass, hell no. To become invisible would also be pretty cool. If you can activate it and turn it off. If you're just permanently invisible, that would suck. Be invisible. Marry your enemy, but you slowly become compatible. Marry your crush, but you slowly become incompatible. Okay, one, this fucking sucks. Why would you want to marry your crush, but then ultimately become incompatible? That would just be a sad marriage if you're unable to divorce. That would also be extremely unsatisfying, because, like, you will become incompatible. It's not like they just don't like you. You will also just learn to not like them. So, like, why would you want to pick that ever? Unless you're just that desperate to date your crush. But if you marry your enemy, someone who you're not too fond of, I'm assuming, like, it doesn't have to actually be, like, an enemy, but, like, someone you're just not too fond of or not a big fan of, you will slowly become compatible. Like, that would be one of the strongest relationships, like, ever. Your bond would be so, like, unbreakable. It would be so tight that, like, this is the obvious choice. If anyone picks this, like, they're just a gooner or, like, an incel or something. Like, this is the obvious choice. Okay, 83%. 17% is fucking insane. Always have the best hair. Always have the best outfit. Fun fact, at work, apparently I always have the best outfit, so what I know. I don't like messing with my hair, so always having the best hair, honestly, would be awesome. Like, who cares about the best outfit? Stay in high school your entire life, but make 100,000 a year? Which that doesn't seem like a lot, but damn. Be able to work at your dream job, but you make 60,000 a year? Okay, let's do some math. How much do you make per hour if you make 60,000? 28? If you work a standard 40? Dude, what the hell? What the hell? Obviously, get your dream job, but you make that much. I don't care. I don't make that much money. This is what? Be half my weight or double my weight. I'm like 238. 5 by 2. 119. Jesus. I would be, like, on death's door. Possibly. But let's just say I survive half my weight. Sure. Sure. I'll be hella malnourished. I'll be hella underweight. Stand all day or sit all day? Sitting gets uncomfortable, so does standing. Can I move around? Like, can I walk and stuff if I'm standing all day? Actually, sit all day. I don't know. Be the opposite sex for a day. Be an animal of your choosing for a day. Being the animal of your choosing for a day. Can you die? You probably can die. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Be opposite sex, I guess, because, like, it'd be interesting. Like, ignoring obvious weird shit. Tongue kiss a dog / cat? Tongue kiss a stranger's armpit. Come on now. Are you being serious? Who the fuck is picking this? Stranger's armpit. There's people want to tongue kiss a dog / cat, bro. Okay, bro. Have more time, have more money. I don't know how much time I would have. I'm on the younger side, so money just seems more reasonable. Always be constipated or always have diarrhea? Well, fun fact, I have chronic constipation, so I am always constipated if I don't take my medicine. But assuming this would make me constantly constipated, I mean, like, this, I don't know. I kind of already lived this. So, like, always have diarrhea. That would just really hurt after a while. Like, sure, constipation also hurts, but, like, that would burn so bad. Also, you'd be dehydrated, like, all the time. I feel like this is just more manageable. Just because I quite literally lived it, so yeah, always be constipated. Live happily in a kingdom in the sky, or live happily in a kingdom in the ocean. I feel like more dangerous shit would happen in the ocean. Sure, it says happily, so you probably wouldn't be touched. But, like, in the sky, I guess. Have a lifetime of free international first-class plane tickets so I can go literally anywhere. Or have a lifetime of free 5-star hotel accommodations. That means I could just live in a hotel. Like, I don't even have to worry about having my own place. Because, like, it's free. I can, like, I don't know. Living in hotels... Like, I'm not big on travel, so yeah, living in hotels for free, you have a place to stay for the rest of your life. Have no hair anywhere, or have never-ending growing hair. So be bald. Yeah, be bald. I'd rather be bald than be fucking hairy. Break into a stranger's home and stay for 2 days without them knowing. That's just creepy. Stay outside for 6 days. Would they never ever know, and I would never ever get caught? Because, like, if I would never ever get caught and they would never ever know, then this is in practice harmless, because they would never know, so they would never be bothered by my presence. And I wouldn't have to, you know, mind them knowing, so I could just peacefully be in their home for 2 days. Where this is, I'm outside. Yeah. This is where I am outside for 6 days, which has potential to go really wrong. I feel like breaking into stranger's home is better. Okay, 61% agree. I'm gonna do, like, 10 more. Sure, 10 more. So this is number 10. Be an amazing pianist or be an amazing drummer. Come on, bro. Drummer is so much cooler. I'm sorry. It just is. I don't know why people want to be a pianist. Okay, this is number 9. Always travel for free, but be unable to choose the destination. That would suck. Always pay to travel, but go wherever you desire. That would also suck, but that's quite literally just normal travel. So travel for ooh, I didn't get to click it, but I would have picked travel for free. Alright, number 8. Number 8. Always have a random taste in your mouth, which is living. Be unable to have a taste in your mouth. It's random. How long does the random taste stay in my mouth? Long for me to notice, but not enough for me to hate it? Because if it's that much, then sure, I'll endure every bad taste imaginable before, so I can get to the good taste in my mouth. Because this is random taste, doesn't have to be bad. This unable to taste in your mouth, like, you would never be able to taste anything. Whereas this, you'd have a random taste in your mouth, but if you eat something, like, can you mask it? Or you just always have random... I don't know. I think I'd rather have random taste. My mouth is already kind of like that anyways. This is number 7. 7. Have all your shirts be 2 sizes too big, or all your pants too... I couldn't wear my pants if they was too small, so I'd wear my shirts if they was too big. Come on now, 9%. Like, come on, be fucking for real, bro. This is number 6. Number 6. Or did I say number 6 already? I don't know. This is number 6. Never need to sleep. Never need to eat. If I never need to sleep, I'd be the most productive person ever. But if I never need to eat, that's so much money saved. But like, if you really just enjoy eating, that would suck. But like, if you never sleep, I don't know. I feel like I'd waste so much time though. I'd already waste so much time. Never need to sleep. Alright. Number 5. Number 5. Vomit every time you see the color brown? Well, what do you know? I would be vomiting every time. Have to sneeze 10 times whenever you are touched. I don't like vomiting. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I'm not vomiting. I'm not dry heaving all the time, so I'm sneezing every time I'm touched. Be a vampire hunter? Or be a vampire? Do I have to suck blood? If I don't have to suck blood, sure, it'd be kind of cool to be a vampire. If I have to suck blood, then I'm good on that. Be a vampire hunter? Why do I have to hunt them? Like, I don't really care for either of these, but be a vampire. Number 4. Get stuck with a needle each time you lie. That would suck. That would... Ooh, God. Get skinnier each time you tell the truth. Bro, this is the ultimate weight loss. Ultimate weight loss. And is it noticeable? Is it 1 pound per lie? Or no, 1 pound per truth? I don't know. Also, can I tell, like, obvious lies? Like, what if I tell someone, like, I get skinnier each time I tell the truth? And then they don't believe me, so I start proving it to them by lying my ass off. Wait, no, I start proving it to them by being so for real for them. Then they would understand. So, I can just always tell them the opposite of what I meant. Like, damn, you look real ugly today. When I'm actually saying they look good. But, you know, like, yeah, it's basically just, I don't know, I'd rather get skinnier. Who cares? I'm not getting stuck with a needle every time. Like, come on, bro. That sounds like that hurts. Number 3, by the way. Number 3. Have the ability to time travel to any point in the past. That is pointless. Why would you want to time travel to any point in the past? That's so fucking stupid. Like, the past is the past for the reason. It sucks. It'd be cool for, like, just witnessing things. But, like, it's stupid. Like, why would you want that? Have the ability to teleport to any location instantly. This is literally the best thing you could ever have. Like, the best thing you could ever have. Like, teleport into a bank. Okay, sure, they probably have cameras in there. Don't teleport into a bank. Teleport and get a bunch of money if you want. You don't need a ride ever again. You can teleport wherever you want. Like, come on, teleport wherever you want is so much cooler than time travel to any point in the past. That also doesn't say time travel to any part in the timeline. So are you only going backwards? That would suck. Number two, always have front row seats to any event you attend, which is cool. Always have exclusive backstage passes to any event you attend. Backstage passes is just so much cooler. You get to meet the artist or whatever the hell. I think that's just cooler genuinely than having front row seats, but you know, it is what it is. Number one, have your mind serve as an iPod so you can listen to music anytime. I mean, if you try hard enough, you can just do that with your mind right now. Like, if you just know the song, just think about it. It generate the rest, unless you just suck at remembering shit. Be able to watch your dreams on television, bro. Watch my dreams on television. That would be like so peak. I don't even care. Like, that would be so cool. Watch my dreams. Alright, and this is the last one. I know that I said one was the last one before, but this is the last one before I end it. Live without the internet or live without air conditioning and heating. Can you buy a fan? If you can buy a fan or anything that can make you cool, that's fine. If you can buy a heater or start a fire or do anything that can make you hotter, that's cool. So why would I want to live without the internet? Sure, it's possible, but in a world that has the internet, this sucks. This sucks. If the entire world didn't have internet, who cares? That's just life. But in a world that is so surrounded by the internet, why the hell would you cripple yourself? So obviously, take the air conditioning and the heating away. Alright. That's the end of my, that's the end of my video. Yeah. Also, if you're wondering which one I would pick between live in the town you were born in forever, or never see the town you were born in again. Never see the town I was born in again. Like, come on now. Why do I have to be restricted to my town? Like, that's stupid. Even though I don't really go anywhere, so like, but yeah, that's what I would choose. But, yeah. Jesus Christ, I've been doing this for 52 minutes? Okay. I might just upload this whole thing unedited on YouTube. But yeah. That's it. See you on the next one.